Hey, we're back for episode 6 of our continuing drama. Things are really starting to take shape in there. I want to walk you in right away. There's some really good stuff happening, and I think you'll be able to get a sense of what the church is actually going to look like. So let's go on in. We're actually going to go around the back this time because I want to show you from the sanctuary what things are going to look like. These are all the old walls. That's the sacristan's workroom. You'll notice a lot more framing and a lot less trenches. What we're doing here is we're going up into the old sanctuary. And what you're going to see here, all the way out to where the wood is, where they've been compacting dirt, is the boundary of the new sanctuary. As we go to our left here, that's where the ramp is going to be for handicapped access up into the sanctuary. So those of you in walkers and wheelchairs will be able to get in here more easily. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can compare the old sanctuary to the new. You can see where the white is with some of the orange writing on it. That is the terrazzo. And out into the dirt, up out into the wood, is the boundary of the new sanctuary. As I mentioned, it's going to be a lot bigger. So we look over to our right here. You can see that the choir area is being formed off. There's going to be a couple of rows for the choir to sit, some extra space. That square right there that's boarded off by the wood is where our organ is going to go. So there's a little bit of a dip in the floor for that. Here's the back of the sanctuary. That's kind of going to be rounded off where those concrete pillars are. I'm going to go back this way through the choir room. You can see there's some plumbing on the floor there. Now you're not actually going to be able to get around this way later on because it'll all be walled off. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get around this way this time. But we'll take a... You can see, if you look carefully, where the old plumbing trench used to be. Our last video, that was all trenched out with the plumbing, and now you can see that it's filled in. So we go to the back of the church, or more to the middle of the church. You can see the concrete pad in the middle of the church. That's where our baptismal font is going to go. And as we swing around behind, you can get a sense of the wood being the edge of the new sanctuary. And get our view from the back of church here. There's the choir area, the new sanctuary and the baptismal font. One last thing I'd like to show you before we go. Actually, two last things. The first is our new shrine area that you can see being framed out over here. The Holy Family statue that we saved from church is going to be in here. It's going to be a beautiful shrine with niches for candles. You can see it'll be a nice kind of big area for private prayer and devotion back here. Also on our last tour, we looked at the curved walls, which are now being framed in. And as I back up here, you can get a sense of those too. And those will be drywalled off where those metal beams are now. And actually, this is the one we looked at last time. You can see it curving out to cover up that buttress and go all the way up to where the ceiling will be. can get a little bit of a sense of the portal areas above the doors here too that are being framed out. You can see those curved walls continuing all the way up to the front. And again, there's the ramp that we looked at from the other side, and the new sanctuary from out here where the pews will be. Things are really starting to take shape now. A lot of the finishing work takes the longest, but we're getting there. The church is really coming along. Things are still on schedule, and we're all systems are go. We're looking forward to our December 11th day of dedication. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again in a week or so.